I guess this came out. This movie's not that bad. Honestly, the closest comparison I can give for this is when Netflix made that live-action Cowboy Bebop show, in that the people that were making it clearly very much loved the source material and loved what it stood for, but they didn't quite know how to manage creating something that could live up to it. Like, say what you want about the movie, but the video games are literally masterpieces. Uncharted was quintessentially an important part of what action games are today. Even though it's not like the most original idea for a video game, it's literally just a treasure hunt, but it's a treasure hunt that feels so cinematic. Video games, the ones that I love anyway, are supposed to be this immersive, ethereal experience. And ironically, when you adapt it to a movie, it makes it way less cinematic. If anything, the idea of making a movie out of a game like this would almost be like a downgrade because you can't play it. Like in a video game, you're not just watching it, you're a legit part of it. Tom Holland is just not right for Nathan Drake. I never even bought him as the young Nathan Drake. I mean, I love Tom Holland as much as the next guy. I think he's a fantastic actor, but it feels like the entire movie was kind of surrounded by this one casting decision. And the funny thing is, they already had a perfect Nathan Drake in store. I mean, do you remember that fan film starring Nathan Fillion as Nathan Drake? The dude literally should have been the ideal choice for this role. You can just tell the level of passion Fillion has for his rendition of Drake. I mean, he looks like the games, sounds like the games, to his mannerisms, to his quips, to the fact that they managed to establish the silly yet intelligent confidence that he's always had in the games.
Face it, genius, you've been played. Oh, really?
Holland kinda just feels miscast in the role, where even though he tries so hard to capture what Nathan Drake was all about, it always comes off as really forced and really unnatural. Mark Wahlberg is kind of whiny throughout the entire film, as if M. Night Shyamalan was directing him again.
What? No!
The actors adopt a kind of tired partner dynamic. Wahlberg's Sully is slow, masculine, doesn't have friends, and doesn't know how to use a cell phone, while Holland's Nathan can do parkour and knows more about history than a 10-year university professor. They just feel like the characters by name alone. But honestly, the writing is easily the biggest issue with this film. This is one of the most stale, safe, generic scripts that's ever been written. It feels like it's over 30 years old, like these are not very imaginative lines. Even some of the action scenes can be really bad. A good example is literally at the beginning of the movie with the whole action scene with the plane and him jumping on the cargo, which parallels a moment in the third game, and even though it's cool that it's paying homage, the scene is edited and chopped so terribly that a monkey could have filmed it better. I mean, imagine being on that plane and the back just opening and cargo and people just falling off, including you, while basically hanging on for dear life. And experiencing it is, I'm sorry, but 100 times more intense than Tom Holland doing it on a green screen.
Oh, scary! Oh, shiver my timbers! Shut up, man!
But even though this movie was really boring a lot of the time, there are a couple of things I liked. Even though I literally just complained about some of the action set pieces, some of them were pretty fun, particularly the ones in the climax. The climax literally goes absolutely balls to the walls insane, and I was kind of down for that. Antonio Banderas is kind of fun, until of course another villain needs to show up who is beyond uninteresting. The Uncharted movie just shows that no matter the budget, actors, or anything really, that video game movies just don't work, and when they do work, no, it usually just doesn't work. So I'm gonna give Uncharted a 5 out of 10. I'd personally just watch No Way Home again if you're gonna go to a theater, if I'm being honest.